Hey, today I'm gonna talk about how to destroy your relationships in Japan. Now, this is something I really know a lot about. Now, I'm not gonna talk about my fucked up marriage. I'm gonna talk about more everyday things which are likely to impact your life if you're going to work there or if you're gonna be a student there or, well, if you're going to interact with anybody, basically. So, first of all, be calm in all situations. It's not cool to lose your composure, and it's definitely not cool to raise your voice for any reason or to make a scene. Now, I've never done any of these, but I've seen it happen, and people have been fired over this, and it's just not cool. Japanese people really value if you can value and respect if when you're cool with handling situations in a respectful and calm manner, whatever that situation may be. So, and also getting upset, raising your voice, making a scene is not going to get you any kind of result. Okay, being confrontative, being aggressive, definitely no. So there is a rule for everything, and if you want a way around the rule, which is very difficult, doesn't happen very often, then shouting or raising your voice, making a scene will definitely not help. What will help is if you stay calm and take it with a smile, or on very rare occasions you may even find a way to get your way, but that's like advanced level stuff. And it means just finding a rule or some kind of common ground that helps you. Okay, moving on to the next stuff. Being late. Being late is not gonna be good for your personal relationships or your work relationships. I've done a video on being punctual in Japan. I'll link it here. Yeah, but that's really important. And be on time means you're there 10 minutes, or in case of first day on workplace, like 30 minutes early. Okay, now if you're going to teach English, again, turning up to lessons is very important, whether they're private or whether you're teaching at a juku or at a city or government school. And like I've lost one private student when I canceled the lesson the same day, because me and my wife, we both had the day off and we went into Nagoya. We lived just outside Nagoya in a place called Anjo, and we both had the day off, so we went into Nagoya, and unfortunately we went by car, and on the way back we got into this traffic jam, and when we realized we're not going to make it for my 5 o'clock lesson, I just rang the guy, told him I was sorry, apologized, whatever. I could never reach him again, never again. And he was a regular student at that time for over a year already. So, and he was happy with my teaching and happy with the stuff he was learning, but that one cancellation, that just ruined my whole reliability, trustworthiness, and when someone labels you as unreliable in Japan, that's end off. That's about I don't know what's worse than that. If you're a pedophile or something, though even that, well, don't know. So yeah, another student I lost when I gave him a ride from the cafe the lesson was at back to the train station, because he was going home by the train, and it's my car, I was driving, and there was a stop sign at just before the train station, the last turn, quite literally. Now, there was no reason to have a stop sign there. The incoming traffic was completely visible, but it was a stop sign, and I slowed down, but I didn't completely stop, and I could see that he was upset, terrified, and he just got out, said bye, and never heard from him again. I was like, holy shit. So yeah, it's that bad. You must obey the rules, whether that makes sense or not, because it's not that they're hung up about the rules. They are, but but it's your image, because when you do stuff like that, when you run a stop sign at, I was doing like, I did slow down. I was not doing more than 10 or 15 miles an hour, and there was no one, no humans, no other traffic. Well, there were people, but they were on the sidewalk, and um, there was no incoming traffic whatsoever. It's it's um, it's more about that if you do this, then you may do something else. You may also be a thief, a liar, whatever, because then you're just untrustworthy and unreliable. Again, this mania. So yeah, another thing I did, in my last year in Japan, I did a lot of stuff on Yahoo auctions. That was kind of my written Japanese practice for that year, and it also, and a bit of cultural practice. And on on one, I was repairing Macs. I had this little computer business going. I was repairing Macs and sometimes PCs as well, but I specialized in Macs. And when I was selling a used one that I repaired, it was a MacBook, and I did put something like that. I'll include a backup of the original installation software or something, which I don't even know if that's legally okay or not okay, um, but yeah, I noticed that definitely fewer people were bidding on that. It was a one-yen auction, so people should have been bidding on it. And then I just removed the whole thing and removed that line, the backup included, and then it was back to normal. People were putting bids in, and it went for a, well, not an excellent price, but around the price that I expected. So yeah, that was one more thing that, yeah, you put something that may be viewed as shady, though I'm not sure if it was, but I never really looked into it. Then again, you're not trustworthy and no one's going to buy from you. So that was a valuable experience as well. Yeah, share your stories. If you're in Japan or you've been to Japan and have similar stories, then let me know in the comments so we can all learn from each other's mistakes and hopefully laugh a bit as well, because I'm I'm not upset about these. These are experiences that have helped me along the way, though I do wish I haven't had to learn them from my failures. So yeah, leave your comments below, like the video please. I'll put links wherever, click on them, they're good, and I'll see you in my next video. Ta-ta.